How answer you that?
Fair lady, a parlous fear. I believe must lead to killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for more better assurance, tell them that Pyramus, and not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, such a prologue shall be written, and it will be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the lace be printed alive? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, Cutulus, a lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing. There is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not alive.
Nay, you must name his name. And half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak forth, saying through, or thus to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, I would entreat you, not to tremble, not to fear, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. I am no such thing. I'm a man as other men are. And there, indeed, let him name his name and tell them plainly he is not the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. There's 2 hard things. First, we must bring the moonlight to a chamber, or, as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Why then, may you leave the casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and we may shine in at the casement.
Or else someone comes in with a lantern and bush of thorns, and comes to disfigure or present the person in moonshine. And there's another thing. We must have it all in the great chamber, for, as the story says, Pyramus and Thisbe did talk through the chink of the wall.
You never bring in a wall. Whence it ye bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some loam or some rough cast or some plaster about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus. And through this training shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that is all, then all is well. Come sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts.
Hempen homespuns at least swaggering here. And so near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor and an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors.
Odors, savors sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak again?
Aye, very much. For she must understand he goes to see a noisy herd, but is coming in.
Oh, most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, and deep most
comes a fire, and I'll neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn like horse hound of their fire, and in return.
Why did they run away? This is a knavery that they make me afeard. Oh, now I've changed.
What do I see on me?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Leslie, thought of Leslie. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing. They shall hear, I am not afraid. The ouzel cock so black of hue, with orange naughty bill. The throstle with this note so true, the red with little quill.
An angel wakes me from my flower.
Sparrow and the lark, the plain song of the gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, who would cry cuckoo, never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. My fair virtue's force perforce doth move me, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. Yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine return.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt stay here, whether thou wilt or no. I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. They shall fetch thee jewels from the deep and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. Ready?
And I,
Where shall we go? Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye. When she